Hey there, Cancer, and welcome to your week of November 29th, 2021 General Tarot reading. We're going to be looking at your energies coming into this week, some potential challenges for you, and some potential outcomes for you. We got to pop out to start things off here for you. But we're going to be looking at all that. We're going to be clarifying all those as well, and tying everything off with an oracle card. Hopefully this is going to help you out. This is going to resonate with you. But if some of it doesn't resonate with you, or if parts of it don't resonate with you, then it's just not your message. And it's just not part of what is your message for the week or what have you. Or maybe it's just not your message at all. So don't try to force that stuff if it doesn't click with you, right? So thank you for being here. We got some pop-outs to go along with our Knight of Pentacles pop-out here. So let's get to it. Let's see what we got. We got the Knight of Wands, the Three of Wands, and the Eight of Cups here to start you off, Cancer. All right. Interesting. We got some kind of conflicting energies and depictions here already. We have the Knight of Pentacles here, the slowest moving knight in the deck. So, I just feel like you're kind of in a slow and steady wins the race kind of energy, which is great. I feel like you are going very much what you're after, like what you want. You're very passionate, kind of like, this is what I want. I don't care what anybody says, with the King of Wands, which is awesome. And don't worry if it's, if you're not a man, it's just energy. We can't have two kings or two queens in the deck, right? That would get a little confusing. So you can have two Kings of Wands or two Queens of Wands, right? So it's just energy. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I feel like you're going after what you want. You don't care if it takes a long time or not. You got a plan you're sticking to, or you're trusting the process here at this time, which is really good. We got the Three of Wands here as well. Three of Wands is telling us that you're being very patient as well. You're sitting here, waiting for your ships to come in, waiting for your rewards to come in. So I feel like you're very patiently waiting, or maybe impatiently waiting. But you're still, you're waiting for your rewards to come in, And again, that kind of goes with the Knight of Pentacles as well. He's patient, pursuing what he wants, just one foot in front of the other at a time here. And with the Eight of Cups here as well, that's that sort of walking away energy, knowing something that it's good for you, but it's not great, or it's not perfect, or it's not exactly everything you want it to be, right? A lot of people would love to have 8 cups, right? Like 8 full cups. That's awesome. That sounds wonderful. But there's a 9 and a 10 out there for you. So something that might not be, great for you, or might not be, good for you is great for someone else, or maybe perfect for someone else. Maybe that's what they absolutely would want. But for you, there's better out there for you. One thing I like to say when I see the Eight of Cups is sometimes someone offers you like, hey, when we used to do like Christmas dinners and stuff at my work, and they'd be like, yeah, it's free food. Like, what's wrong with that? It's like, well, it might not be food that I want, right? Like when they put up the menu, it's like, that's not what I'm really interested in. Like they'll be whatever, and I'll be like, that's not really something I want, so I'll pass. I'm not going to show up. And they're like, why would you, like, you're getting free food though? It's like, well, it's not the food I want though, right? So I feel like that's kind of where you're at, is kind of like maybe something's being offered up to you and you're like, oh, that's good, but it's not what I want. Like I want something else, right? So very interesting. I do say there's some conflicting imagery here because we have the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Wands. They're facing off against each other. Almost feels like a battle between like trusting the process and like wanting immediate gratification, right? So like I say, you might be impatiently waiting. So and with the Three of Wands here and the Eight of Cups, staying put versus walking away, right? Again, there might be a bit of that as well, where you kind of like, maybe I hang on to the situation, or maybe I walk away from it. Like you might be conflicted there, but I feel like you're moving on here. So I like that. So let's take a look and see what we got for some potential challenges for you, Cancer. All right. I like that you're moving forward, going after what you want. You're being patient with the process, and you know that there's more out there for you, that you know what's great for you. So you're not just taking what's good enough, right? So let's take a look at these challenges, see what we have for you. We got the Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and the Two of Wands. All right. So for some challenges for you, it's looking like maybe some hesitation here with that Knight of Cups. You can see the horse has kind of got one foot up, kind of like it's not sure if it wants to go or not across this river. So it might be one of those things where you're a little hesitant, like you might feel like You may be wondering if this is the right path for you, or if you got it in you to make it across, this metaphorical river here that's in front of you, right? The Knight of Pentacles, you're moving one step in front of the other. It's like you might get to this river here and feel like, oh, this is a big challenge. I don't think I can overcome this. So maybe some hesitation there. With the Queen of Pentacles, there might be some feeling like you might be in like your material world, your physical world might be in a little bit of dire straits. You may even feel like it's not getting taken care of well enough, and that can be anything from like your money to your wealth, your health, your time. Even might feel like you're running low on like time. You have lots to do, but you can't seem to kind of get it all organized here. So it could be a bit of a challenge for you that way as well. Maybe that's because you're hesitating. You're not kind of like just going with it. You're kind of just thinking too much, right? Stinking thinking, I think Minnow Pond Tarot says. So something like that. I always like, there's this video game I played, and one of the characters says, "Don't think, feel," and I like that. I like that because it's because sometimes when you think too much, you just kind of like you overthink, right? And then you're there and you just make poor decisions because you put too much into it. You just don't trust your instincts and what you really want. So I feel like that might be that hesitation, which is causing some troubles in your physical material world as well. And with the Two of Wands here, it's a card of stability, but when it's in your challenges, stability might be something hard for you to find. So that goes right in line with what I was talking about with that Queen of Pentacles. With, you may feel like you don't have enough time. You may not have enough time to do everything you want to do, or the things you'd like to get done in order to, move forward here. So very interesting, very interesting. Let's take a look at your potential outcome cards here. Cancer. Jeez, I just lost my train of thought there for a second. Holy jumpins. Yeah, but let's take a look at your potential outcome cards here for you, Cancer. See what's happening. See if we can work you through this. We got the Three of Cups, the Fool, and the High Priestess. What did I tell you about trusting your instincts, right? The High Priestess is all about that, trusting your intuition. So that's again, I feel like for you, don't think, feel. I love that. And maybe with the Fool here, that's telling you that this is the start of something new. Maybe you don't usually trust your instincts. Maybe you're usually more of a head over heart kind of person here. So maybe that's something for you as well. You need to kind of trust your gut more often than not here. Maybe that's what's going to help you, and you're going to know where to put the time in for like whatever you're trying to accomplish here. So I really like that. And with the Three of Cups here, don't be afraid to rely on like your community, your friends, your family, your coworkers, whoever it may be, to help you work through this. So I'm really digging this. This is awesome, Cancer. So let's take a look and see what we got for some potential outcome cards for you, Cancer. See what's going on here. See if we can get any more clarity here for you. But thank you so much for making it this far with me, Cancer. Hope this has been helping you out. Hope this has been resonating with you. We're going to tie everything off with an oracle card after these clarifiers, so you're going to want to stick around for that. So let's see what we got. We got a pop out already. It is the Knight of Wands. Let's see what else we got for you, Cancer. Knight of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and the Death card. All right. So yeah, you really want to move forward with the Knight of Wands is the second fastest knight. So we've got three knights here. So very much, I feel like you kind of need to trust your impulses here at this time, right? Knights aren't thinkers. Like, they're not like the pages. Pages are very much the thinkers, the information gatherers here. The knights are very impulsive. Like, let's just go, right? So yeah, I feel like that's kind of something you need to do, is to kind of just trust your instincts at this time. With the Eight of Wands here as well, things moving very quickly. You at least want things to move quickly. Like I say, you might be kind of restless here, impatiently waiting, as we've been talking about. And with the Death card here, some sort of a cycle coming to an end. So like I was talking about with the Eight of Cups, saying like you're walking away from something that's good enough, but you're going towards greatness. You're going towards something that you really want, not just good enough. So I love that. And with the Death card, that's the sign of Scorpio. So you may have Scorpio in your chart, or you might be dealing with a Scorpio this week as well. So let's take a look at some challenge cards clarifiers for you here, Cancer. See what's happening there. See if we can get a better picture here on your challenges this week as well. Got the Magician, the Ace of Wands, and the Hermit. All right, the Hermit is sign of Virgo, so you may have Virgo in your chart as well. Might be dealing with a Virgo this week too. the Hermit is very much reflecting on what you really want here. Like the Hermit has the star in his lantern here, and that's to say he has his wishes, and his wishes guide him forward, light his path forward into the night so that he can see where he's going. So I feel like that might be some trouble for you. Again, I feel like that's kind of that sort of analytical mind coming through, where you're not just going after what you really want, what you feel you want at this time. It's instead you're kind of being more like, okay, what's the best path instead, right? With the Ace of Wands here and the Magician, the Ace of Wands saying, like, once you just start it up, just go for it. But again, it's in your challenge position. We got the Knight of Cups here too, kind of hesitant to go forward to cross that river. Like the Ace of Wands wants to tell you to do it. And again, I feel like there's some challenge there for you. You really feel like maybe you can't do this, or you don't, or you're kind of trepidation, feeling some trepidation where you feel like, oh, maybe I better not, or is this really the right way? Again, we're thinking too much. We're not feeling enough here. And with the Magician, the Magician says you can manifest anything you want. But again, I feel like there's that feeling like you're not strong enough here, or you don't got it in you. The Magician has this infinity sign over his head. It represents infinite potential that he has, that you have, Cancer, in order to manifest anything you want in this world. So you got to trust in that. Trust that you can do this. Trust your instincts, right? So let's see what we got clarifying your outcome cards here as well, Cancer. See what's going on here. Like, you got this. You got this, Cancer. No worries, right? Just got to trust your gut a little more. Got that King of Pentacles. I love it. Three of Swords. Page of Swords. Yes. So Three of Swords is telling us to cut out things that no longer serve us. That thinking, right? That's what we need to get out of here, right? So like that, you're doing too much thinking. There's too much analytical kind of like, is this the right path? Is this the right move? It's more of a, we need to trust our instincts and trust that they know what's right here at this time. I love it. So that's fantastic. King of Pentacles, that's that kind of energy where you're kind of step into that King of Pentacles energy, and you're going to be in a very strong way where it's like your material world's going to be in a good position here. Like we were talking about with the Queen of Pentacles, and you feel like it's kind of out of whack, but I feel like once you start trusting your gut and knowing where to put that time, rather than thinking of like what's the best place to put the time, you're going to be in a good way. Also, speaking of that Queen of Pentacles, the King and Queen of Pentacles are divine counterparts. And I was talking about this Three of Cups being your community, your friends, your family, your loved ones, all that helping out. Maybe you have a partner or, you know, someone you know that you feel kind of that kind of a connection with, that you can rely on them to help you out, to kind of point you in the right direction too. So I love that. And with the Page of Swords here, maybe you just need to reach out for people to help you. You know, the Page of Swords really wants to reach out and communicate, get the ball rolling on talking with somebody here. But the Page of Swords is also looking for clarity. Oh, excuse me. And that's kind of like the Page of Swords wants to start down that road of, let's get these clouds out of here. Let's find some clarity. Let's see where we're going, right? And I feel like you need to start up something new by trusting your gut. Normally, swords are about your thoughts, your thoughts and communication. So with this, I feel it's like you need to more use that sword to kind of cut through and trust your gut to find a way down, rather than looking and being like, well, where is the best way down? Like, oh, this path looks so good and that path looks good and that one looks a little rougher. It's just be like, you know what, trust our instincts, and like, this is the path that leads us to clarity. This will be the path. Like, I'm feeling good about this one, right? So I'm loving that, Cancer. That's awesome. So let's tie this all off with an oracle card and see what we got. Hopefully this has been resonating with you. Hopefully this has been helping you out. But let's tie it off. Let's get in here and see what your oracle card is, Cancer. Got the Squirrel Spirit. Hey, believe in yourself. That's what we've been talking about here. You got to believe in yourself. Trust your gut. Trust that you will make the right decision here, and that you'll find the path that's best for you, Cancer. That's awesome. That's fantastic. So hopefully this has helped you out. If you want to help out the channel, though, Cancer, you can hit that like button down below. That helps out the channel a ton, lets YouTube know you like what I'm doing. You can subscribe to the channel as well. That way you can find these readings a lot more easily, and you can check them out week by week. Speaking of checking things out, you can check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign videos too after this one, Cancer. See what might all be coming for you in the week ahead. Hopefully that's all going good. Hopefully those will help you out too. Thank you again for being here, Cancer, and I hope to see you in the next video.